Hey everyone, welcome back to another existing hands-on project. My name, my name is Utsav and today I have got something super cool to share. It is celebrity image recognition with AWS, as you can see in the screen. Yeah. Don't worry if you don't understand. Let me give you a practical scenario how you can understand it. For imagine you are watching a football. Let's take out football. See. We are watching football. We don't know who is this guy. Seriously, I'm not a football. I'm not a football lover. I don't know how people are playing it, but somehow you have gone to a football match with your friends and you have to sit with him, and suddenly some guy make a goal and you don't know who is that guy. Instead of asking a friend, that is some kind of awkward moment. What we can do? So uh, everyone is cheering and you are just sitting like there. Wait, who is this guy? Don't worry. Instead of we can just take a screenshot of that guy and we can put into our web interface or website, and from there we can know who's the guy is, and we don't need to ask our friends. Okay, so let's see who is this guy who makes a goal. See who is this guy who had made the goal. From video we can know it's John Anderson, but for example if we don't know how we can do it. So basically I had created one project. Yeah, so I have created one project. I will show you. So here is one of our web interface where we take a screenshot of that guy, and I have clicked it photo, and let's see. And we when we put click analyze the image, it will go into the backend system and it will come up with something. It's a John Anderson. Yeah, it's John Anderson. So, so how is the background all working? It is not like when I just click the button and it is showing me some predefined set of rules. Actually, uh, the background is working on very our AWS architecture. Let's me drop down. So let me walk you through this magic happens behind the scene. First, user visits our website, utsav.cloud. It is just my website or any of the website. There will be a web page of HTML base, and there will be one kind of form where user uploads the image and makes a post request. In that particular URL will be our API, and it sends to the request to API gateway. API gateway. API gateway then triggers the Lambda function, which is whatever Lambda function is integrated into it. Lambda function will uh, convert those image from JPG into some kind of base 64 image, which is easy for storage stuff thing, and return the metadata of that image to the Lambda function. S3 is used for a cloud storage. Now comes the real action. Once Lambda function have metadata of that image, Lambda function calls AWS Recognition Service, a powerful AI service that scans the image, identifies faces, and tells us which was the celebrity or that guy or that human is. In our case, it is a footballer in the picture. Recognize returns the player name and confidence score. Confidence score means how confident is AI model to recognize this image. It will say like, I'm 80% sure he or she is that guy with that name. It may be different. AI can be different, but we need to make sure we can judge it with the confidence score. So it will send back to the all the data will be sent back to the uh, Lambda, and Lambda function will return the API response to the celebrity name and confidence score, and the results are displayed to the user. So this is whole kind of architecture. uh, and now here's the best part. Usually running this kind of architecture, AI model for image recognition requires lots of huge GPU servers, which means GPU servers means lots of money. But thanks to AWS serverless architecture, we don't need to keep any servers running all time. Instead, AWS only charges us when the service is used, like pay-as-you-go model, which saves tons of cost and makes the solution super scalable and efficient. We don't need to pay for the time which we are not utilizing our service. And if you like this project, s- we- you can also do it with yourself. So if you want to try this out with yourself, I have got you covered. Don't worry. Check my ch- I I will put the description of my GitHub link where Lambda function code is code is available for you. And also I have kept the front end code. If you don't know any kind of HTML CSS, don't worry, I have placed it. Just you need to replace your API gateway on line number 131. Once you deploy your API gateway, you will get your product your stages URL from where you can use it. And one very important thing, when you are running this whole HTML code, you need to run with npx http server. Okay, because API gateway doesn't work in the local file system. And I have also attached some of a screenshot for your references, the deployment images, where you can see all the things, whatever settings you need to make. It is here. If you're stuck anywhere, you can drop me the comment. And ah hey, if you love this kind of hands-on project, like this video, make sure to follow. And for more, got any questions, drop them in the comment box. Let's connect. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. So I forgot to show you the background process in AWS. So let me show you guys how it is working. So let us go step by step. So first step is our API gateway, and our API gateway is here. API gateway, you can see over here. This is I am my API gateway was hosted by mistake in North Virginia. So here is my API gateway. I hope you can see it. Yeah. So this is my celebrity API gateway. There are two stages. One is default and second is production stage. And I have hosted. So when you publish your API gateway, you will get this kind of URL. In this is your URL where you can trigger your Lambda function. So this was my route function. Now you will ask, why do you have options method when you do hands-on project? The real person who will ask me the question in the comment box. Hey Utsav, why is my API gateway not working? Why I am not able to access it from the browser? You may face some kind of pre-flight issue. Don't worry, you can contact me anytime. Okay, at that time the options method will help you. So I have integrated the Lambda function over here in the post. And here are some course setting. Hold on, click a screenshot of this and make sure you have same to same configuration in your Lambda function. Star everywhere, post and content type. These are, make sure that it is very important to have course enabled. Yeah. And second is our Lambda function I have hosted in Europe. And let me go back to Europe, London. And where are my functions? So here is my Lambda function. You can see the dashboard over here. And it is connected to the Lambda API gateway right now. And if you need to see the code, you can see over here. code I have provided you in the GitHub link. You can find it out over there. Basically, what the code is, let me walk you through the code if you can see it. So basically, we are using this kind of libraries like Boto3 for interacting with S3 and JSON for API response and requesting to convert in the JSON format. Base64 for converting image from JPG to base64, and logging for. I faced too many issues while creating this, so at every step I run, I need to make sure that that while debugging, this line is passing on. So I was doing logging thing. Where you may receive lots of log in the AWS CloudWatch. It is very good, but once your system is developed, you can put it out. You don't require it. So first we are connecting with the S3, and we are connecting with our recognition API with client. Then we have Lambda handler function where if any API request come from browser which is not allowed in API Gateway core server, then that particular request will be gone to first. It will check the request is post method. Sorry, the request is method is option. Then it will directly trigger 200 status code to 200, and it will allow all this kind of origin. This comes some kind of test case. It needs to be passed in order to pass this API from the browser. I'm not sure, but this is kind of fix that need to be made in order to access our API from the browser. So from here our actual logic starts. Uh, from from we will pass the body from the event, and we will log. There is some logging thing. If image is missing, we will pass the message that image is missing in the request body. Then we will decode. We will convert the image from JPG into base64 thing, and we will generate a unique file name, so it will be not any kind of duplicate thing. We will store that particular file name in our S3. I will show you S3 where we are storing it, and this is general purpose. Again, I have done hard coded thing. We don't need to do hard coded, but it is not production thing. It is just for hands on, so we don't need to do it. So later on we can fix it with a configuration thing, but right now let's move with this. And here is S3, and whatever file name we are kept, we are keeping over here. And S3 we are with the function of put object, we are putting the object into S3, and we are logging the information. And then this is the main heart. This is the main heart of entire program, calling a recognition API function and getting the results back. See, in that we are giving bucket name, and this is the main thing. Re- Recognize celebrities. When you go to the AWS recognition documentation, you can find lots of functions. But for this tutorial, we have made this use only this one. And in that particular thing, we need to make two objects. One is of the bucket name and file name, whatever is image stored with that bucket. And once we get response, we will get a response like celebrity name and match confidence. We will store it into one object, and we will return it with the celebrities thing. And here is our exception if anything goes wrong. So this is our lambda function, and let me show you something. Configuration: the lambda function will be required permissions for CloudWatch for logging the putting the logs in the CloudWatch. Second, it will require permission of recognition. Allow recognition. You need to go in the IAM section, and in particular the lambda function IAM role, you need to give this permission. And S3 object, you need to give permissions to put permission and put object. And also you can give S3 as it is not a production thing. If we are generally testing, so let's give it entire, but this is not required, but I have given it. Let's see. And thus this is the stuff. Configuration permissions. Okay, and let's go to S3. S3 again. I have two bucket, and one bucket is in Europe, and another bucket is in North Virginia. And let me see. When did we create it? Today is 27 February. Okay, and if you want to see what this is my image. Okay, let me see. See, this is the guy we uploaded, and it is John Henderson. I don't know who is this guy. Yeah. So this is the stuff we were handling all the part, and I have shown you API Gateway, Lambda Function, S3, and recognition. You don't need to see because it is functions thing, and internet is utsav.cloud and users. So this is the whole level architecture. See you guys in the next video.